Once again, guys, welcome back to the channel. G-Topo here for being a fine figure. As today we unbox another Mcfarlane DC Multiverse figure. This time it is the Tim Drake version of Robin. As she knows from my previous videos, we already unboxed the Dick Grayson, which to me is the definitive Robin, the version that I grew up with as a kid. 66 Batman TV show and so on, and the early Justice League and Batman and Robin comic books. Not that I do not hate Tim Drake. I just, I'm a fan of Dick Grayson. So, but Tim Drake is pretty decent. I did enjoy the run with Damian Wayne. I thought that was very interesting. But, this is another piece to my collection. So far, he looks great. He actually looks a lot better than the Robin version in certain elements. And again, he is a little bit too big for my liking, but we'll continue to unbox the figure and then we will assess how well this Robin turned out to be. So without further ado, I am going to step off frame and open this up, and I will be right back. All right, now that the figure is out of the packaging, we will, as always, go over the accessories quickly. Of course, standard Mcfarlane stand. Trading card, nice image there. There was the same image that was on the back of the box. Nice picture there. Looks there. And of course, a little bio on Tim Drake there. This is, I guess, from the Reborn series here. And then I guess he took over following Jason Todd. So another Robin there that I'm sure will, I don't know. Don't remember if he has one out there, but I'm sure there is. And of course, his trusty stick there. Nice detail we've seen before with another Robin. And he has a batarang, which I wish it would have been in the shape of the R on his chest. Because it would make more sense than the batarang. It's Batman's, but... Okay, now the figure. On to the figure. Not crazy about the mouth. The grinning, the teeth, a little too dark. But the face is actually not bad. The hair sculpt is pretty good. There. The cape paint on it has a little paint ups there. A little mix all over the cape. It's like they used a flat paint on top of the actual cape, so it didn't dry off correctly, as you could see. And there it's already paint chipping off there. It got kind of stuck a little bit on the back of the card. The paint on the back there on the neck, it's very sloppy there. Now it is a nice version of Tim Drake. It's just details on it could have been a little better. The chest piece there is actually nicely done. The details there are very good. Shoulders there, see the little pads there on the shoulder, on the gauntlet there, on the gloves. The pins kind of stick out, and of course, as they always, has the joint there. It's a little shade different than the actual color of the arms and the inside, but for the most part, it'll probably be like this, so it won't be too noticeable. I am glad that the R is a lot better than the Dick Grayson R. The other one looks like it was just drawn on there. So this one actually looks good. And the legs, everything, it's not bad. The inside, the back. The problem I've been having has been the diaper on these figures. As you can see, it's like the leg there jams it under. That one there is like terrible. Now I found that some of them you can slide it down. It kind of helps fix that, but a lot of them have been like the Doomsday one that I just recently opened, where it was like shoved in, like pressed in, stuck in that thing, and the Batman, I think the Nightfall version, it was also all bent in out of place. So yeah, see, the diapers kind of slip up, and it's been an ongoing issue. At least I'm glad that the figure itself, it's not as loose, as I've been getting a lot of loose figures lately. The quality on some of these newer versions of figures, some that we have been waiting for so much, but the joints are like terribly loose. See, the diaper does come, like slides back up, so that to me is a little bit better. Annoying. I wish they would come up with a better piece than this raw, cheap rubber diapers that they put on these figures. Because that, you know, it does, you know, it'll bother a few. I know it bothers me, so I know it must bother a few of you guys out there. So, but I mean, the figure is great. It's a nice looking version of Robin. Oh, the feet. It's got that nice indent on the toe there, and the feet, the toes there, separating the toes, sort of like the old ninja ones back in the day, shoes. So that's a nice touch. It's got the pads detail there of the straps, padding over the kick pads there. Again, it's a nice version. I wish the teeth were a little whiter. They look like they're dark. So, you know, compared to other Robins, obviously this one's a little bit taller. Of course, it's using, I don't know if this is the Blue Beetle body or, no, it is not the John Kent body, so it has to be the Blue Beetle. So he's a little bit tall for my liking. But compared to the other Robins, we'll get them into frame and see what they look like. And as you can see, Tim Drake, it is a little bit taller than the Dick Grayson version that just came out. And of course, taller than, obviously, Kerry Kelly, because they use the same body, the same sculpt there. But yeah, he just seems a little bit too tall for my taste. And here he is next to the Nightfall Batman. So as you can see, he's almost as tall as Batman. So I wish he would have just been maybe the John Kent body would have been perfect for this figure. But still a great figure. It's another added to my collection. So I'll take that out. But yeah, the diapers on some of these figures are has been an issue for me lately. On top of some of the other ones have been loose joints, but this one, the joints are fine. It's the diaper, so it's either or. So hopefully I do have more figures that I just got from Mcfarlane, so I hope that they've done a better improvement on some of those issues. But this is it for now, and I appreciate you guys stepping in. Oh, there he is. Stepping into my channel and watching the videos, and thank you for your support. And put your comments below. Tell me what you think about this figure. And as always, continue to support each other. Continue to be a fine figure. And as always, I will see you later.